So you also maybe not just discover new tools and get shortlists, you will maybe discover complete new categories that you even know existed, depending on how deep you are into this stuff. But we're pretty deep into this, so saves you time.
Let's talk about PPC software.
Yeah, for sure. So this is more of a personal project, while PPC survey is really like, as you saw, a lot of partners involved and we need the audience's input. This is mostly me personally, plus feedback from the community, trying to first collect all the useful and legitimate software and including scripts and tools that are out there, and then categorizing them and making it easy to find and filter. And that's because, again, just like the survey and the top 50, there's no such thing out there, and I think it's pretty useful. Of course, our target audience is also people that are looking for a specific type of software, but there's plenty of categories in here that we have nothing to do with, other than, could be useful for PPC people. So what we did here is first making a database. Is actually powered just like the top 100 you just saw. It's powered by an Airtable database on the back end that I just need to update regularly. And then this site auto updates automatically. By the way, you can click on the changelog here on top just to show we're not kind of faking it. It's really being updated regularly. I don't necessarily mention if I remove things. That doesn't happen too often. But, we got a lot of good feedback, because other than the top 100 most influential people, which is sort of easy to find because they're out there, right? They're very visible. Not every tool on this list is easy to find. And that's actually some of the feedback we also got. Like, hey, there's some like hidden gems on this website. I would have never found this handy tool or software without this website. So how to best use this? I would start with a category. So we categorize everything. And I think that's maybe the most useful part of this whole website is there are categories there. And then that helps you really quickly zoom into potential solutions. So the starting point is, I'm in PPC. I'm interested in a, competitive intelligence solution, right? So I click on that category, and some categories have subcategories, right? Some don't, depends on if it makes sense or not. And then you get this list, right? So the list is this is pretty big category because there are subcategories. Some categories are smaller. Then let's say you want something for search, and then we enrich this again as a database. Like, okay, which platforms does it support? Is there a free version? Can you try it for free? Right? So we have to go to the website, check if there's a free trial or not, or is it always free maybe, right? Or is it just free? What's the starting price? Sometimes it just says on the web. Usually it should say on the website. I have a whole pet peeve about that, but let's skip that for today. But hiding pricing is one of the worst things I think you can do. But as a software company, but if there's a price, this is all manual work. It's updated. Of course, I outsource some of that manual work, and then a number of reviews, G2 scores. So you can quit, and then it's pretty cool. If there's like a big category, well, let's make it more fun. Let's go to our category. So let's go to PPC management. Right, a lot of solutions here, right? And we're also one of them. But let's say you just want to focus on, let's say, okay, I want at least 4.0 on G2. I want to be able to try it for free. And, I want a monthly starting price that's lower than 500. Right? All of a sudden, this got a lot shorter, right? And I'm like, okay, now, and it's still on the long end, right? Because usually when people are serious about software, especially if it's paid software, they would seriously look into 2-3 solutions, right? Have a demo or do a trial. But at least you get the starting points here. So that's basically it, right? If you're ever looking, and I think there are also lots of cool free categories like scripts, right? I know there are hundreds of scripts out there. Oh, I have too many filters on now. Oh God. Okay, there's one more thing I need to do here. Well, whatever. So if there are scripts, we're just going to reload the whole website. They're usually free, right? But what we did here is just give you for scripts the best starting point. So these are websites that are related to scripts, and on these websites you can find usually lots of them that are useful there. So yeah, go figure out. And maybe there's some categories you never heard of. Maybe you never heard of what the hell is agency onboarding. Well, these are the 3 tools that help agencies more easily onboard their clients by the whole linking thing, right? Getting access to their analytics and ads and all that stuff. they just thought it's a pain, and these are the tools that help you make it easy. So you also maybe not just discover new tools and get shortlists, you will maybe discover complete new categories that you even know existed, depending on how deep you are into this stuff. But we're pretty deep into this, so saves you time.
Yeah.
Again, and there's lots of free stuff. So it's not about selling stuff, and we don't earn 1 cent. Some people say you should make all these things affiliate links. They're not. They're just regular links. So there's no money earned here. Just to make that clear.
Yeah. I also like the fact that you've kept it alphabetical, even for the PPC management software, and you haven't to game it so you come near the top in like a Google.
Yes, so of course we mention ourselves here, right? So we say it's a TrueClicks initiative, because I also can imagine people are landing on this website like, who's behind this? Like, so that's, but also a bit of, that's the self-promotion we basically do here. One link at the top, and that's basically it. And for the rest, it's all alphabetical or based on the filters you turn on.
Yeah. A couple of questions actually on this.
Yeah, cool.
In terms of like AI developments and tools, is that something you think that's going to be its own subcategory, or is it more that all of these categories just have an element of AI built into them as these products evolve?
Mostly the latter, right? All these tools, whether it's competitive intelligence or our category, all adding like AI features or layers on top of it, whether it's like a simple chat type of thing or more powerful stuff. I did include the generative AI category, but those are not really PPC tools. But I see a lot of PPC professionals playing with them, right? They use Cursor to do some coding, or they, of course, ChatGPT and Gemini and all those. GPT for Work is, by the way, a tip here. It's a cool tool to help you inside your spreadsheets and. So I listed them just to be complete here. So you have like the 100% generative AI tools nicely categorized again. Some are focused more on video, some more on text, some more like multimodal. Those are usually the ones that everyone knows. So definitely check that. But for all the other categories, I just expect either the existing tools to add more and more AI to them, or a new, like 100% like AI native, I'm not sure how to call it, tools that are being built today, right? That maybe we don't hear about yet because they're being built, but they are just built with AI or based on AI from the start. And then I would need to look at, well, which maybe it's a click fraud tool, maybe it's an e-commerce tool, maybe it's a keyword research tool. So it could still go into an existing category, but the difference will be it's new and it's like 100% AI driven. That could also happen. I see a few of those popping up. Where it's all about, for example, chat with your data. That's the whole thing the thing does nothing else. And it's all generating AI stuff, yeah.
That was kind of my next question is there a particular category you're seeing growth in? And it sounds like that could be one of them.
Yes, but it's too soon to tell. Because as I know, after a couple of years now, it's not that easy to build software, even though, you have the whole... it makes it easier now, right, to code, but to really build a robust, like secure piece of software that big companies are, comfortable using, and etc. This is more than just coding, so we'll see. But most of it will just be layers of AI, I think, added to existing software solutions.